Good morning, Trojans. I'm Jack Monagle.
And I'm Henry Began.
And welcome to this week's TW Today. Henry, we're filming right now.
Sorry, I was just buying my tickets for Haiti-Town. Did you get yours yet?
Of course I did. I'm counting down the days.
Man, me too.
Make sure to head on over to the Tulsa West Players Instagram. Use the link in their bio to get your tickets.
Get the tickets before they sell out.
What did you dress up as yesterday, Henry?
I didn't dress up.
What? Where's your Halloween spirit?
Speaking of spirit, let's see how Tulsa West celebrated Halloween.
Wow, Mr. Bowen sure knows how to have fun.
My pumpkin was a minion.
Whenever my pumpkin routes, I put it on the street.
It's Halloweekend and we're going to be going around West seeing what our students are doing for Halloween. I'm here with
Khaliff.
And what are you doing for Halloween this weekend?
Today, I decided to be a little happy today. SpongeBob. I got SpongeBob on. You see the tie, you see Gary, you see the best friend ring, you see the socks, you see the fish.
Okay, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Yes, SpongeBob.
I'm here with
Joe Schmo.
And what are you doing this weekend for Halloween?
What am I doing this weekend? If you go to Wauwatosa West High School, you already know what's happening this weekend. Your boy Joe Schmo, we're out there. Let me know if you need a party. Let me know if you need to get have a great time, you know? Be
yep,
safe.
happy Halloweekend. Be safe, y'all. I'm here with
Zenaria.
MJ.
Jalen.
And what are y'all doing for Halloween this weekend?
We hooping.
Basketball games.
Yeah, I'm an athlete.
What made y'all be prisoners?
Hey, we did this to ourselves. We just had to escape.
I'm here with
Cam.
And
EJ.
what are y'all doing for Halloweekend?
Nothing. No, I'm in a holiday spirit.
Lame. What you mean right now?
I'm a YN.
And you?
Myself.
I'm here with
The Onceler from the Lorax.
and
Magic Mike.
and what are you guys doing for Halloweekend?
Trick-or-treating. Football game, trick-or-treating, you know.
I'm here with
Zanaya,
and
Micaiah.
and what are you guys doing for Halloweekend?
we have a competition.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all better win, okay?
So Jack, how's your volleyball season going?
Not too great. But I hear that Tulsa West is still repping for fall sports. Let's throw it on over to Brandon and Lilly for everyone's favorite segment, The Sports.
Welcome back, Trojans. I'm Brandon Collins.
And I'm Lily Nelson.
We are so excited to wrap up our fall sports season this episode.
There were so many exceptional teams and athletes that had such a great season, and even some that are still going.
This week, the soccer team plays against crosstown rival Tosa East. The boys are coming off a 2-0 regional finals victory. Assuming they won last night, the boys will play in the sectional finals at Waukesha West at Saturday at 1.
Our girls volleyball team has also won their first regional finals since 2010. If they come out with the win over DSHA on Thursday, they will play at DSHA Saturday at 7. Also, shout out to our Trojan player, Tessa Jacobson. Congrats.
Now, to highlight these great runs by our volleyball team and soccer team, we interviewed senior captains Chloe Matuszewski and the volleyball team, and Ryan Boekenhauer of the soccer team. Hello, who am I here with today?
Chloe Matuszewski.
Ryan Boekenhauer.
And what sport do you play and what's your position in that sport?
I play varsity soccer for Wauwatosa West, and I am a midfielder and center back.
I play volleyball and I'm a setter.
So what was it like making it to regionals?
It was really special with this team since we haven't done it since freshman year. Since being a captain now, it's in different shoes and it felt amazing.
It was really good and our whole team was really happy about
Ryan,
it.
how do you feel about your senior season?
I felt like it's gone pretty well. We're in one of the toughest conferences in the state, play numerous D1 teams that we don't see in playoffs now. So that's why I think we're succeeding in playoffs, is because we play such hard teams during the regular season.
I definitely feel really sad about it, but I'm really glad to be spending it with these girls and having it as my last time.
So Chloe, what's the most you've learned from the sport of volleyball?
The most I've learned is to cherish friendships with your friends and that love comes from friends.
So I think, especially on the soccer team, we do a great job of merging together and really making bonds that last more than just high school.
Wow, those were awesome. We wish the best of luck to these postseason playoff runs.
The other fall sports that is still going strong is women's swim.
Woo! When talking about this season, senior Claire Sanfilippo says this has been her best season so far, having a PR at almost every meet. On top of that, the team has already won 2 invites this year with her help.
Great work, swim team. This weekend on Saturday, they're participating in the GMC conference. They are at Brookfield East. The diving is at 9 a.m. and swimming at 12 a.m.
We sincerely just want to thank and congratulate all of the fall sports teams, especially the seniors. Most of you have worked hard to give the most you could to the sport for 4 years.
Gee whiz, those are some hard-working individuals.
I remember last year we had a game on the day of homecoming.
I always enjoy homecoming, but prom is way more fun.
That reminds me, juniors, bring your prom ideas to the Steiner Center on Thursday, November 7th after school. Jack, I heard you did early voting.
I did. It was such a quick and easy way to vote. For more on the process, let's watch this video from Malik over at Tosa East.
Elections are the cornerstone of our democracy, right? If younger people aren't engaged today, they're probably not going to be engaged tomorrow or 20 years from now. I'm Steve Braatz, the Wauwatosa City Clerk.
And I'm Zach Kessler, the Deputy City Clerk.
The City Clerk's office administers all phases of the election. We do everything from collecting absentee applications and sending out absentee ballots to making sure that all of our polling sites are staffed with the appropriate amount of poll workers, all the way through reconciling the votes that are given on election day and making sure everything was cast appropriately. So in the state of Wisconsin, state law made statewide voter registration. So that ensures that all voters are eligible to vote as well as attached to a particular property. Easiest way to register to vote would be the My Vote website. It's myvote.wi.gov. If anyone has a valid driver's license or a state ID, then you can completely do registration through the My Vote website up until a specific day. That's 20 days before the election. After the 20 days, then you have to come into the clerk's office. If you don't have a driver's license or state ID, then the next way to be able to register would be to fill out a paper application. Actually, you can still go to the My Vote website, fill out all your applicable information. At the end, you'll have to just print it off. And then you accompany that with an acceptable proof of residence, and you submit it to the clerk's office. You can submit it either by mail, you can drop it off, or you can even email it.
Voters can also register to vote on Election Day. You can go to the polling place that serves your residence, bring an acceptable proof of residence document, and the poll workers can get you registered. You can use the My Vote website to find your polling location. The polls are open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. on every election day. If you have any questions or if you need any help related to your voter registration, requesting absentee ballots, where your polling site is, sample ballots, or anything like that, our office is always available to help, whether it's over email, over the phone, or in person.
Voting looks very fun. I can't wait till I can vote.
It was very fun.
Well, I heard people will be voting about if our school district should get more money.
Yes, the referendum. It's a big deal.
What is the referendum anyways?
I think I know what it is, but Carlyne made this video explaining what the referendum is.
Have you seen this sign? And this one? Vote yes, vote no. What are they even talking about? Why is everybody arguing? I'm Carlyne and I'll explain it to you. In most elections, we vote for people to represent us and make decisions for us. For example, on November 5th, people will be voting for who they think should be president, United States senators, and state assembly members. However, sometimes instead of electing people to make decisions for us, we vote to make the decision ourselves. When we vote to make the decisions ourselves, it's called a referendum. A referendum allows citizens to make a direct vote on a specific policy, law, or political issue. On November 5th, people living in Wauwatosa will be voting on several referendum questions. Remember those yard signs? The 2 questions that the people are putting signs in their yards for are about funding the Wauwatosa School District. On the ballot, these referendum questions can be confusing and hard to understand. Here's the first one. And here's the second one. Wow, what are these even saying? What does this even mean? Well, let's back up and get a little background knowledge on these questions. School district wants more money to run and operate its schools. The Wisconsin State Legislature controls school funding and will not give the school district more money. According to state law, the only way for the school district to get more money is by placing a fee or tax on every property in the city. The only way for the school district to place a tax on each property is by asking the people if it's okay. In order to ask the people if it's okay, they need to put the question on the ballot. So let's go back to these 2 questions from the school district. The district is asking voters to approve 2 funding requests. The first is asking for $64.4 million. This money would be used for operational fees, to operate and run the schools every day. This money would also be used for teachers' salaries. They are also asking for a $60 million increase for repairing aging school buildings. Remember I said the money will come from a fee or tax placed on each property. If someone lives in a $3,000 home and both the referendums are passed, that will result in a $630 tax increase. Wauwatosa is not the only school district asking their citizens for money. According to Wisconsin Public Radio, at least 192 of the state's 421 school districts have asked or will ask a referendum question in 2024. Why do people have such strong opinions on this issue? What will happen? We don't know everything, but all we can do is stay informed.
What are you doing, Jack?
Getting ready for the wrestling season.
Wow, it's that time of year already?
Yes, the winter sports parent meeting is next Wednesday, November 6th, and it's in the gym.
What winter sports are there?
There's boys swim and dive, basketball, hockey, and wrestling.
What about ski and snowboard club?
The registration opens Thursday, November 7th at 6 p.m. and you can sign up on the ski and snowboard website.
I can't wait to go skiing. It's my favorite part of the year.
My favorite is wrestling. That's all we have for you today.
Make sure to come back next week.
Peace out, Trojans.